Hi, everybody. It's Kim from Expressions of the Universe with your weekly wisdom for September 12th through the 18th, 2021. And I have your goddess card, your crystal card, and a card reading for the collective this week, along with this week's astrology leading up to the full harvest moon in Pisces. So let's get started. The crystal of the week, believe it or not, it's pyrite again. And here we go with my lighting. There's a little bit of a better view. So it's pyrite again. What glitters isn't always gold, often known as fool's gold. It is really great for breathing issues, asthma, bronchitis, pneumonia, and other things. But I wouldn't just fully rely on that alone, okay? Because I'm not absolutely crazy. It's an aid, and it always reminds us of how abundant and prosperous we always are, and that really is the message that came through today in a dream circle that I attended. So the messages are really very clear for this week. It's to get grounded, to be extremely present, to realize how much we really have. I mean, and that is our kind of our daily duty to do that. The more we can remain present, the better off we are. There was also a clear message that there could be a lot of overwhelm this week with heightened energies. I'll talk about that in the astrology. So, to kind of counteract that, you want to be active physically or creatively. It's like that fire energy. And so, really, what my guides had said was find a creative outlet. Now, not everybody thinks that they're creative, but we were all born creative. And then, somewhere along the line, through parental or friendship or other family influences, we lose our creativity when it's not nurtured. And in the blog that I'm going to post, not today, but within a few days, because it is for the full harvest moon, I do give some other suggestions for creative outlets, like listening to music, even moving your body or dancing to your favorite music. Um, viewing some beautiful art or maybe a really lovely film, listening to some poetry or reading some poetry. Those are all creative outlets, and you're taking a passive role, but it's allowing your creativity to come through. The goddess of the week, which is really interesting, there's a couple different pronunciations. She's the Germanic goddess of spring. And we are changing seasons. Now, in the northern hemisphere, we're going from summer into autumn. But in the southern hemisphere, they're going from winter into spring. So totally makes sense. And she talks about new beginnings, and her name is Easter, 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 Oster, or Yoster. And if there are any other pronunciations, let me know. So that's Easter, even though it's spelled kind of funny, Oster, or Yoster. And I've also heard her called Ostera, obviously beginning with an O, but that's also part of that same energy, same goddess, different region of the world. And she speaks about new beginnings. Now, the interesting thing is a lot of us are looking for new beginnings. We're coming off of that new moon in Virgo, and it does indicate new beginnings. However, think about a caterpillar going into a cocoon, transforming into a butterfly. New beginnings, very symbolic of that, but it's a painful process. And I will talk more about her on Facebook and Instagram during the week. I will post her. I just posted pyrite within the last, 2 weeks or so. Pyrite keeps coming up, so I think it's a constant reminder for us to not be fooled by that shiny, glittery thing over in the corner, which really kind of goes with a dream I had last night. And it's also just to remind us that, all that glitters isn't gold. Beware of fool's gold, and to realize the prosperity and abundance that we already have within us and around us if we just open up our eyes. When we remain in the present moment and just like taking each moment, each moment, each moment, we can realize that. I just came in from playing with my dogs out in the yard. And when I'm with them, I'm very present because I'm throwing the ball, I'm having a good time, I'm watching them have a good time. It helps me to be extremely present. I'm usually barefoot and I'm standing in the ground. So, grounded was another message that I got this week, loud and clear, that we will be needing to stay super grounded, super present for the next couple months. The next 2 weeks leading up to the full moon are going to be very intense. I'll let you know. I'm feeling the emotional floods coming from everybody. We are coming off of a Scorpio moon. We're right now in a Sagittarius moon leading up to the Pisces moon. I'm going to use the I'm going to use the Mystical Shaman Oracle. I'm going to do a 4-card reading for the collective to see what it is that we need to bring in at this time. Here are my cards. Pan down so that, well, no, I'm not going to do that. I will just shuffle them and then I will pick. I didn't want to pan down because I didn't polish the table outside of where the mat is. And I didn't put down my normal reading mat. So therefore, it looks a little messy. And yeah, all right. So I'm going to do 4 cards. I'm going to pull right from the top after this cut. So interesting. I got Earth. And I was really picking up this message a lot. Not so much earth per se, but grounding, groundedness, being present. This earth card, though, in the shamanic deck, talks about where we all come from, all living creatures on this planet. It is about unity, humanity, that we are all one. We're all coming from the same place. And you know what? I think I'm going to post each of these 4 cards during the week so that we can lead up into that energy, and then I'll give you more information on that. What else am I picking up from this? And it's just saying, like, yeah, if you're spinning and you're feeling overwhelmed, you're feeling out of control, take your shoes off and get out, stand in the earth. If you can't do that because of weather, try to take a shower or a bath, like slough that off. Try to bring yourself back to center. This is also to be standing in complete reverence, awe, and gratitude of everything that we see around us outside in nature. All of that beauty comes from Mother Earth. I feel as though there could be some sort of a reckoning with her. The astrology really indicates like that buildup. She gave the entire world a chance last year to course correct all the pollution and the destruction here on Earth and Greed has just continued to take over, and it's like full steam ahead, and we're right back in it. We can't, as a planet, sustain that. That's all I'm saying. All right, next card is the underlying. Oh, interesting. It is the Rainmaker. So the Rainmaker, think about the Native Americans. I don't know if they, I think probably Native Aboriginals too, when there was drought and they needed to germinate their seeds and to water their crops. Their shaman went out and did rain dances in order to, summon the gods to create the rain, to rain down on them in prosperity and abundance. And that's what she is representing. Now, remember, rain is water. It's emotional. Water is always about the emotions. It's also about our intuition, our psychic abilities, our gut instincts. Um, she's coming to us to say that we have everything we need, that we also have seeds that have been like hidden in a sense. They were sown, but maybe they weren't watered and fertilized and nourished. And now we're going to start to see things that we planted 6 months ago when the full moon was in Virgo. The sun was in Pisces. Now we have that opposite effect. So that was back in February. Now things are going to start to show up and come to fruition. Okay, the next card. Oh, and this is interesting because I usually read these all upright, and this card is reversed, and I'm going to go with it. I have to think about this one for a minute. So it's the beauty way, but it's reversed. Let me think about this for a second. Because the beauty way just talks about seeing all the beauty around us all the time. And we don't want to be seeing all the nastiness. So the medicine for this is saying stop trying to fix everything around you. Stop trying to fix relationships that appear to be broken at this time. Stop trying to fix people that appear to be broken. And acknowledge the inherent beauty for what it is. So that's what this message is. That when we understand this, we'll be able to bring about the changes that we want in our own lives by accepting that things are the way they are. More on that during the week, Facebook and Instagram. And last but not least, this one looks good. It is, it's the drum, but I'm looking at the symbolism, really loving it. So look at this shaman, and there's a beautiful eagle symbol, condor symbol, right above his head. The drum immediately says to me, as a practicing shaman, we're being called to journey. We're being called to take that adventure, to go deeper, to meet with our allies in the upper world, the middle world, and the lower world, in the dream world. So this is also aligning really with what I picked up in my channel for the astrology, because I really feel as though we are all going into some sort of a seclusion, or we should. I'll get into that in a minute when I talk about the astrology. And so when we do journey, we're doing it on our own in a sense, because the elements and our spirit guides, our ancestors, they're all walking with us, but there's nobody physically doing it with us. It's a journey for our own soul, our own growth, our own healing, to pick up any broken pieces that may have fractured off. So when I see drum, it's like a calling for all of us to really get quiet and still and to listen to the beat of that drum walk to the beat of your own drum, and it's time for all of us to journey. More on all of those cards. All these more on all of those cards Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And then I guess I'll post the Easter Oster card. I can't say it right. Yoster. I'll post that on maybe Friday. I'll see. All right. So now real quick, just a little preview of what we have coming this week leading up to the full moon in Pisces at 28 degrees. Now, I had a little contest last week where I posted a movie quote, and I said the first person that can tell me who this movie is from I'll read their chart for the full moon. So I actually have 3 winners. So there's one person, 2 people from Facebook. So Jennifer answered the quote right and first, and then Lynette followed up with the name of the character that says it, which is like, if you know that, you know the movie. So the quote was, what was the quote? Oh, and on Instagram, my daughter was the first one to answer correctly on Instagram. And she has a Pisces moon, so I may pull her chart in. However, so my next video, I will be reading each of their charts, pairing it up with a full moon, telling all of you what to expect and what they can expect. And I think I'll have more of these contests so that you can all maybe get a chance to, have your chart read. But I have to keep it down to one chart. And if I do have multiple people, then I'll have to put their names in a hat and pick one. All right, so the quote was, oh, damn, I hit the thing. Black as midnight, black as pitch, blacker than the phallus witch. And the character that says it is Blix, Blix, and it is from the movie Legend with Tom Cruise and Mia Sara from the 1980s, and it is one of my all-time favorite movies. Probably my favorite Tom Cruise movie because it was before he was anything, and so he was very humble and sweet, and it's a magical movie about darkness and light and love. So if you ever get the chance to see it, it's called Legend. Tim Curry plays the devil in it. And he's in search of killing all the unicorns on the planet because they carry so much love and light. And once he's able to do that, it will bring the darkness in, and then he wins. So you'll have to see. It's just so, I love it. No, I think no matter how old the movie gets, it's still really pretty amazing with special effects. Maybe that's just me. Okay, so September 12th through the 18th. Today's September 12th. It is my grandfather's 127th birthday, would have been. He was the epitome of a perfect man. And I guess I just hold him up on a pedestal, but, he was a great Virgo. He taught me everything I know, and my Mars is in Virgo at 18 degrees, so it matches his sun, which is pretty amazing. And I've been doing a research project because he was a butcher. He owned his own butcher shop, and I found out that there's a list of famous butchers in the world. Not that he was famous, maybe in Philadelphia, but I can't tell you how many butchers were born on September 12th. There's one guy who's one of the most famous. He was born on September 10th, and there's 2 of them. I think they are actually Capricorns, but they both have children born on September 12th. So there's a lot of a lot of tie-in with that. I'm still doing some research so that I can pull together something to honor him. Anyway, I did a lot of channeling. I looked at the astrology and then I also channeled messages. So this is what I got. Emotions, intuition, they're all building. The 14th, the sun will be opposing Chiron, uncovering fears and wounds with regards to ego and life path. There's a healing opportunity here with Chiron and Aries. After some get over their wounded pride, there will be power struggles over the next week, actually probably for a little while, but with the sun trining Pluto, bullies will be coming out of the woodwork, or we're going to be feeling them and seeing them. I know that I really have. People are getting very loud, very angry, very radically righteous, self-righteous. There's going to be, with the sun trining Pluto, there's going to be this incessant need for others to tell people, other people, how to live their lives. There is just going to be this really huge, dramatic pull for people to suck other people into their drama and to really push their agendas. There's a need to influence here. The nice thing, though, with the sun trining Pluto is that it usually winds up being a compromise. Somehow, compromise could be coming. The need to control will intensify over the coming weeks, all right? But like this week, it's really building. All areas of our lives. So that's why I'm saying, like, really take a step back and maybe just like keep to ourselves, mind our own business this week, because it will be so easy with Venus in Scorpio. It'll be so easy to get sucked into the drama, and then we won't know how to get ourselves out of it. It seems exciting at first, but then it turns out that it's not. All right, so Mars moved into Libra. Nice, but it could be like some passive aggressive shadow stuff coming out from people. Mars is aggressive. It's action based. Libra is mental. And once that balance and that fairness, and Mars is like pushing. So we could see a lot of mental debates with that. Embroiled and boiled, I wrote down. Influenced by false charm. Oh, you know what? That's so weird. So I don't know if I wrote that because I channeled a lot of this a couple days ago, but I had this crazy dream last night that was like a part 2 to another crazy dream I had 3 weeks ago. But the basis of last night's dream was out having a good time with my friends, and I wanted to go into this attraction, and I stepped in and I start walking in with some people that I'm with. I don't know who they were, and I could see that we were being lured in by what appeared to be very beautiful men and women, dressed beautifully, hair coiffed, makeup beautiful, everything on point. They were oozing charm and glamour, and I intuitively knew that they were vampires and we were being lured in. And so I ran out the front door of the attraction and I tried to bring as many of my friends with me, and we're like all scattered out in this carnival or fair. And I'm trying to tell them, like, see that woman over there? She's a vampire. Like, she's charming people to come in to the attraction, and she has ill intentions. And so I think I wrote this down before I had the dream, though, influenced by false charm, because that definitely links up with the astrology that I'm seeing. So anyway, I was in this panic, and like people are like, oh my gosh, it's just a haunted house or whatever it was. And I'm like, no, 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 you gotta listen to me. And my friends are like, donuts, funnel cake, cotton candy, caramel apples, candy apples. And I'm like, no, we have to get out of here. Don't you see these people are evil? And I felt like I was the only one that could see it. Anyway, we could be really charmed. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Maybe that's why pyrite came up. I said the allure of fool's gold, following that shiny thing, the thing that looks really fabulous and attractive and it really isn't. That's pyrite. That's a warning. Okay, we're at 25 minutes. Let's see if I can get this done in 30. Okay, the 15th going into the 16th, it will be Yom Kippur. So we're coming off of Rosh Hashanah, the Jewish New Year, and now they go into Yom Kippur. And that is their Day of Atonement, their time of atonement. And so I said this a few weeks ago that I feel like there could definitely this week be some sort of huge atonement for something. Don't know what it is. I just feel this looming sense of sorrow and grief and anxiety and emotions. And I feel like something is coming, but I don't know what it is. And it's interesting because Lee Harris said that like a lot of intuitives and psychics are being shut out from knowing what is coming, but we all know something's coming. That like our future intuition is basically limited to like 20-30% right now. And I was like, oh, that's interesting because like I'm not even attempting to guess, but I just have this weird feeling. I can't describe it. Anyway, Yom Kippur, Day of Atonement. Insights. North Node sextiling Mercury. But there's Mercury's in its shadow, so we're paying attention to all of our communications and our thoughts right now because that's going to be our lesson for the next 2 months. It's going to be emotional, intense drama. So channel that into creative outlets. Emotions keep weighing. We keep weighing our emotions, the pros and cons of a lot of different situations. Saturn's going to trine Black Moon Lilith fears and our North Node, the truth, making peace with reality by finding facts and being productive. The vertex, which is a point in the chart, I'm going to show you. I don't have time tonight. The vertex in people's chart is a place of fated karma, like fate and karma and like people coming in through like that area. It's trining Black Moon Lilith, our fears. And the truth, North Node in Gemini. This is a karmic fated wish coming to fruition. So just keep your vibration, keep it going, because something good is going to come out of this. The 16th, there's a trine in air. It's not a grand trine because it's really just placements in the chart. It's Moon, Mars, North Node in Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I feel like there's going to be some sort of an announcement this week. It's going to lead to balance. I feel that something is hidden still, though. So even though we're going to hear some sort of news this week, I'm going to have to watch the news this week against my better wishes. There's still something hidden in the thoughts of whoever's giving this. Like he's not showing, and I feel like it's a he's not showing all of his cards. I picked up 3 separate times. Fortunes are at stake right now. Like, big wig fortunes. Money, there's money at stake. There's fortunes at stake. The 17th, still holding the trine in air. So we're still with that energy I just spoke of. But now Saturn's going to show up to take a look at something that he missed or is out of order from February. So pay attention, look back to February and see what was going on in your life, see what was going on in the world, because It's like I feel like there's got to be like a redo. The sun will be trining Pluto. It's going to be a crash course in our true selves, unlocking personal power of ourselves. New leaps are coming forward, so that I think that's perfect for that Easter card, the Oster card. And that's all I have for you. I'm at 30 minutes and 14 seconds. All right. If you like this video, please share it with your friends. Subscribe to my channel. Check out my other videos. Give me some thumbs up. Give me some thumbs down. It all counts in the grand scheme of social media. Comment me if you have questions for me. I will answer. And I'll see you. I'm going to try and do a midweek video with the charts. So I'll see you soon. Have a great week. Stay grounded, stay present, and stay out of everybody else's drama. Mind your own business. I'll see you soon. Bye.